Good morning, YouTubers. Happy Sunday to you. Jeff from Uncivilized Rides. I'm going to take a moment and walk around the new vehicle, new project vehicle that is. It's a 2003 Ranger. I think previous video I mentioned it might have been a 2006, 2003. Let's take a look around it. It's got some typical Ranger stuff to it. A little bit of wheel well rust and a couple other little things, but the big thing is it had a timing chain snap, and it's the single overhead cam, the SOHC variant of the 4-liter engine. The front timing chain has snapped and actually broken the valve cover, so it's going to be real interesting when we tear into this thing and see what damage is done. We may actually need a new head, we may need a new engine. It depends on how much metal went through the engine, if any at all. I really have no idea. We're gonna have to give it a real good look for sure. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the machine, and we'll end off on the engine. Here we've got some of the typical Ford arch, some arch rust, some little weight reduction, as some people might say, a little bit of rot, but nothing too crazy. That's still solid. It's still solid down there. Bigger tires, 33-inch KO2s on some aluminum Alcoas. It's a good looking machine. You can see the paint is completely off this piece of trim. On the other side, it's perfect. I don't understand how one thing can be perfect, the other side is not. Top of the bed has some damage to it. Whatever, that's going to be fixed up. Quick coat of paint can fix that up quite well. So there's the fender flares. They just need a little bit of polish, a little bit of work. The underside's really good. I don't know if you can see it from here, but pretty much surface rust only, which for the coast, that's pretty impressive. Here's the bed liner, perfect bed liner. No scars, no tears, no anything. It's in great shape. But it's got air suspension to it. Airbags on the rear. You've got the two inflation points. I haven't checked them out yet, see if they work. A little bit of water conservation in the rear taillight here. Maybe have to replace those. We'll see. There's the other flares, pretty worn. Believe it or not, the actual locking gas cap, wow, that's a feature. The interior is quite amazing. Keep in mind, this thing, 292,000 kilometers on it. And the inside, look at the seat. First of all, that's the only damage. I'm actually shocked. The inside is fine. Headliner's in good shape. Need to find myself an interior light. I think it's in the package of random parts, but I'm not sure. The back of this unit has those fold down seats. Perfect for really small people. And a spoon, you can't go wrong. You always got to have a spoon around, just for, in case. I can get you out of a jam, or into some jam, I'm not sure. BC Wildlife Federation supporter, that's good. I really appreciate that. It's good news. But again, for nearly 300,000 kilometers, this thing's in incredible shape. This door sags a little bit. I don't know if the video will show it, but hinge is saggy for sure. Whatever, we can deal with that. It's the only door that sags. But here's the engine. Previous owner dug into it a little bit. I've continued to dig into it a little bit. You can see where the intake manifold is supposed to be. I've plugged all the holes. Here's the culprit right here. I don't know, you can see my finger now, and you can see that gash. That's where the timing chain has hit from the inside, of course, and broken it. So I've got to remove some of this fuel rail to access, or to remove the valve cover. Once I do that, I'll show you. And show you what damage has happened. So anyways, we've got a little bit of work ahead of us. I've got a couple weeks of work ahead of me, so far as training and such goes, and then I'll be able to dig into this. But I've got an engine hoist arranged, and a cherry picker, an engine stand and an engine hoist. So we'll pick those up in a couple weeks, along with the toolkit that's required for this timing chains, the timing chains install and timing. So anyways, that is of course assuming that we don't have metal through the entire block, which is entirely possible. So we'll pull the engine and go from there, and I will show you step by step along the way. And again, it's a learning process for me. I'm not a pro. I have some training in the field, and I've got a lot of experience just tinkering through the years. So we'll pull the filter apart, the oil filter that is, and we'll pull the oil pan off, and we'll go from there. If it's a metal mess, then we probably will just get a new engine for this. If it's not, then we'll look at giving it a flush as best we can, and then who knows, fill it up with oil, run it for a minute or 2 or 5, and then flush it. So we'll see. We'll see. And again, a couple weeks from now, we'll be tearing it out of the truck, and I'll bring you on board. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you soon.